Hey, welcome to TJ Talks episode 11. How's everyone doing today? Good morning or afternoon, depends when you're watching it. This is my first ever guest interview with Ryan Stark.
What's up?
Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Well, like he said, my name's Ryan Stark. I've known TJ for, how long has it been?
11 years.
11 years?
Yes.
Has it been that long?
11 years.
Man. We met each other at karate, so we've been doing karate together for 11 years, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He also has his own show, and I'm actually here to give him ask him questions and probably give him a little bit of pointers. See what I have to say. So, what got you into doing your own show?
Good question. So I read this book, Crush It, by Gary Vaynerchuk, and it was pretty much about how in today's time, we have so many possibilities with the internet coming along where you really can build a life around your passion.
Right.
But you also have to have a presence on social media. So I really have no idea what direction or what my end goal even really is. But after reading that book, I realized that I had to get on social media. I have to have some sort of presence on there. So I just said, it's always better. People always try to get all their ducks in a line before they actually start something.
Definitely.
I just said, you know what? I read the book, and the next day I started my show, which is like, I'm just going to start talking about whatever the hell I want to talk about, and I'm just going to take it from there. So I'm just starting a show, talking about whatever, and I'll navigate and adjust as I go along. That's the plan.
Do you have a certain goal of where you want to be, with viewers, or how big you want to be?
I have honestly zero expectations. The only thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to put out content, and anytime someone comments or engages with me, I'm just going to engage and comment back. And I'm just going to really just talk about whatever it is I want to talk about. Right now, it's been a lot of health, just because health is something that I care a lot about. And so I've just been spreading whatever I learn. I read a lot of books, so then I'll put that on the show.
Definitely. Now, in a recent video I did, it was about karate, and I talked about my experiences. I'm sure people would like to hear your experience, because you've been doing it for how long?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
I've done it for 11, so...
I feel so old.
Yeah. I mean, looking back to pictures that we've had, it's just with our long hair, and...
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just really crazy.
Yeah.
Now, what got you into doing karate?
Alright, so, karate... It was actually a birthday gift from my grandma. So it wasn't like, oh, I want to do karate now. It wasn't something that I asked for. It was literally just a birthday gift from my grandma. And she went to a couple different places and just liked Dyer's Karate better. So that's where I went. And, of course, I met you there and everything. Karate's been great. It's taught me, that discipline, the respect, the focus. It's gave me confidence. Taught me a lot of life lessons. And when I was a kid, it wasn't like, oh, I was learning all this stuff and I was even enjoying the life lesson part. I was just trying to feel like I was just learning karate and how to kick and punch and things like that. But now that I get older, now I realize how much the karate has instilled the discipline, that focus, that respect. And I definitely appreciate those lessons more now that I'm older. So.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, when I first started, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Like I said before, I wanted to quit because of the board breaking thing.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever have that feeling too?
I remember my stepdad thought I was going to play football, and good thing you weren't there to see that, because I would have been. I was one of the smaller kids. They put me with the even smaller kids. So I was like the biggest kid on the field, and I wasn't a big kid. I'm not a big person now. I was like the biggest kid on the field. I was like, and I didn't even want to touch him. I was just scared to make contact.
Right.
And then they put me back into karate. And then I remember a time as a blue belt, I was screaming. I got in a fight or something at karate, and I was crying, and I was like, I'm quitting, and blah, blah. My pop's like, you're not quitting, and blah, 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 blah. So that happened. So that's 2. And then the third time, I was already a black belt. I think it was 2009, 2010 when I was in high school.
Right.
And I started having really bad back problems, scoliosis, and I wasn't able to train for a year and a half, 2 years.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and it's not something that I wanted to stop. It was just that, I literally couldn't do it. And then I came back after a while, and I tried to do jumping jacks. I couldn't do jumping jacks, and I was out for a while, so I quit 3 times. Twice Well, no, I quit twice. I quit twice.
Twice.
I wanted to quit twice, though.
Right.
And then the last time was this health issues.
I mean, to be honest with me, when I wanted to quit with the board breaking thing, I was scared. And then recently, this year, 2015, when like I didn't come, like I was like really like urgent, like do I really want to come back? Because I didn't really agree with some things that were going on. I mean, I'm sure like people like people that like we've been through, like with the 3-month rule or whatever to get your next belt. Like I kind of like felt like we should just continue doing that.
Yeah.
And like I just had arguments with like our instructor, but I mean I was really like thinking maybe should I quit or should I stay? And then finally I just like had a dream like okay maybe I should just keep going.
Of course.
Because I want to be a master. I want to be a 4th degree black belt. I want to get to your level. That's why I was just like you know what I'll just come back. I'll do it as I do. I'll just go back, have fun and whatnot.
I think there's a lesson there, like whether it's karate or something else that whoever's watching this is passionate about.
Right.
There's going to become times when you want to quit, and it's either you quit and then you become Joe Schmo, who no one knows about, or you keep going, you persevere, and those are the people who succeed.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, it's kind of like with the video thing. Like what I posted last night, I'll persevere my way through everything. No matter how hard it is.
Yeah, and like what you said, you have people telling you that you're not going to make it, and like everyone has like the person or people, whether it's family, friends, neighbors, or some random guy who says you're not going to make it, and yeah, it's going to kind of make you, it's going to put you down and things like that, but it's those people who persevere through the adversity and things like that really succeed. I like to think of it like this, like if some random drunk guy came up to you and told you that you weren't going to make it, would you listen to him?
No.
Hell no.
No, he's drunk.
Exactly.
Like,
so
who cares what he thinks?
Yeah. So I just think when someone tells me like they don't know you, they don't know what goes on up in here, they don't know what you want, what makes you happy. So to me, everyone is drunk because they don't know me.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like the thing with you, I feel like you're going to be big sometime too. Like with Carl or. One of our old students at karate.
And we're name dropping.
Yeah, we're name dropping. He actually became really big. I mean, honestly, went to nationals, and like I kind of felt like, okay, I wanted to do that, but then when I found this, I was like, all right, I could do 2 things at once and become, successful.
Yeah.
I mean, what's that? What's your view on that? Like, how do you feel about that?
About what exactly?
Like being like what do you want to do? Like how to become successful? Like, what is your life goal to, like, make people, like, to make you successful?
This is a deep question.
That's my 3rd and final question.
I don't have a specific end goal right now. It's hard for me to think 5, 10, 20 years from now.
Right.
I mean, 10 years ago, we didn't have cell phones where we could go on the internet and there was no Instagram, Snapchat, and things like that. 20 years from now, we're going to be living in a virtual reality world where we're not even going to be actually physically sitting next to each other. We're gonna put in some eye contacts or some kind of head thing or glass or something like that. We're going to transport into this world where it feels like we're doing this, but really I'm sitting at home in my pajamas. So I really don't have a end goal per se, but I try to live through some truths. So I don't want to do what most people do, which is I don't want to make my passion my second thing. I want to do whatever's I don't want to work at Walmart and then train martial arts when I can fit it in my schedule, or do my show when I can fit it in my schedule. I want to make those things I just want to do whatever I want to do and be able to get paid for it. And then the second truth is just to be good to the people around me. Because really, at the end of the day, your house can burn down, you can lose your job, you can lose this, that, all your money can go away. And the only thing that's going to be left is those people around you. So as long as my health is good, because I care about my health above everything else, because my health isn't good, I can't take care of anyone else or do anything else. So number 1 on the list is my health. Number 2 is the health of the people around me. And then number 3 is my passion. So as long as I'm healthy, everyone around me is healthy, and I'm taking one step closer every day to be able to pursue my passion and be able to make some sort of a living off of that, I'm a happy man.
All right, that sounds good. Now, final tell me about. Well, you already told me about your show, but like, tell me where to go for your show.
All right,
For viewers on
so my show is called The Stark Show. I only have a Facebook page right now, so I put all my stuff on Facebook. So you can like my page of The Stark Show. You can also add me on Facebook, Ryan Stark. Pretty easy to find. I'm friends with TJ as well. I'm sure you'll put a little link or something maybe in the video description as well. And then we'll have to get you on there one day, man.
All right, sounds good.
Sweet. Woo!
And that's it for our show, and we'll see you next week.